Always a choice of 25. WBIG.TV. Don't make any plans.
We are here tonight preparing lobster Thermidor in honor of Howard's and my 8th wedding anniversary. We've never done this before, but that will not stop us. On the stove, we also have going pumpkin and mushroom risotto, to which we will shortly add some Parmesan cheese. And I keep stirring this and hoping for the best in my heavy cast iron pan here. Now what we have done, we're looking in the 1940s garage sale edition of The Joy of Cooking by Irma S. Rombauer. She tells us for lobster Thermidor, which I've already spilled some red wine on the page, if you will notice, says too that we have to get 2 freshly boiled lobsters, which I ordered at Wegmans today. Here's the Wegmans wrapping. We've got the lobster here. Howard has helpfully removed the meat from the lobster tails. And that is right here. Now I have to dice the meat from the lobster tails, which I will do right now. And we are instructed then to melt 2 teaspoons of butter with 2 teaspoons and mix it with 2 teaspoons of flour, which is kind of like a roux that you would make for a gumbo. I'm very inexperienced in doing this stuff, which lends the edge of suspense to our anniversary celebration here. But I have the butter ready in the pan right now, and we will shortly be adding, this doesn't look like a lot of lobster meat, but I guess this is just, we want to leave stuff in the claws. But neither was that a lot of flour and butter, so should work. I'm imagining, I am optimistic. So I have diced this. I will light the burner under the teaspoon of butter here, the 2 teaspoons. And then we will add 2 teaspoons. I never measure in teaspoons, you know, it's always tablespoons. I don't understand the decimal teaspoons. But we will add 2 teaspoons of flour as soon as the butter melts out of that flour. I had a really good experience going to Wegmans today. You know, I don't go to Wegmans too often, but I had called in advance and I asked them for, here's something funny about Wegmans. You call them up, you get a human being, which I wasn't ready for. I thought I was going to get a robot and I would have to push different buttons, you know. So I called Wegmans though, and I get this guy and he sounded kind of robotic. He said, "Happy holidays, this is Wegmans, how can I help you?" But it was a human being. So I said,
did he have an Indian accent?
No, he did not. He had a Buffalo accent. And I said, yes, I would like to. I'm wondering if it's possible that I could order 2 steamed lobsters. And he said, let me transfer you to their seafood department. And then I was transferred to Rick in the seafood department. This is the Amherst Street Wegmans. And Rick could not have been nicer, and he said I could pick the lobsters up around, I said, I'll be by around 6 o'clock. But then I was at my mom's, so I was there a little bit later. I didn't get to Wegmans until about 20 to 7. And they still had my lobsters, and they said they're still a little bit warm. And you know, God love Wegmans. These clerks from the seafood department kind of gathered around me, and they gave me my lobster and my little receipt that went with it, and they wanted to know what I was doing with it. And I said, I'm going to be stuffing this lobster. I didn't quite say we are making lobster Thermidor. I didn't know if that sounded too 1920s, but that's what we're doing. So here is our diced lobster meat. As you can see, the butter is kind of melting right now. I will be stirring the butter. Wish us luck. We are doing lobster Thermidor. Did you want me to stop?
And if you can't stand the heat.
Oh! I got so frazzled I forgot my end line. We're doing lobster Thermidor tonight, and if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.